Hello guys, Karina for theScore here. I'm standing with Freeze. Unfortunate week for you guys. 0-4 is not the best result anyone would like to have. Tell me what went wrong.
I think, everything went wrong. Basically, we didn't really understand the meta and coming to this week, so I think we didn't play the right champions. So winning pick and ban was really hard for us in both games because the Fnatic and G2, they both played more meta champions than we did. And then you already have a very hard pick and ban, and they have an advantage from it. And then we were very passive in our games when we should have been aggressive. And then we lost the lane swaps as well horribly on strategic point of view. And it was just we just got stumped both games.
I saw that happened in multiple times that you just kept dying and dying. Was it misplaced? Sometimes one could get a feeling there was a little bit of frustration on your side. Is that true?
What do you mean now?
It looked like you were trying desperately to do something, and it was trying too hard when you probably just sit back a little bit.
Oh yeah, I could have just played KDA, but I'm not that type of a player. Even if there is 5% chance I can kill someone or do something with it, then I'll just try. That was both second games were like that when I was just trying to get something because at that point if I just play KDA the game is lost anyway, so I might as well try something and maybe get this 5% miracle comeback or whatever. And it's always harder to play from behind, and it's always you have super small windows to do something, but if you can abuse them and do something, then you at least extend the game for your team.
In one of the interviews before, you have said to theScore Esports that you've been struggling a little bit to get to know H2K's playstyle and adapt to it. Has it been easier?
Well, I've been adapting, but it's the top teams, they put a lot of money plus pressure into playing around bot lane, and we don't do that much. We compared to the top teams, the other teams, we do it super less. So let's say if we play Fnatic or G2, they play around bot lane 5 times and we play around bot lane once. So it's super hard, but it's if I just go slightly behind and then the other side of the map is going to be winning, then it's good. We're trading objectives.
I also heard, that's a rumor, you tell me if it's right or wrong, that you also guys have been having a little bit of communication and shunt calling issues and let's say not being on the same page altogether where to go. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If we would be on the same page, we would be winning games, So, it's possible. It's 100% that we have bad communication. We've been struggling with someone, makes a call back off, and then someone overdoes the call or overforces the call, a different call, go fight instead, and then people are not on the same page, and it just crumbles. That's the synergy you need to have as a team.
Did it also result in having a little bit less confidence while making calls? Because, after failure, it's kind of harder to be determined on what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. I would address that to confidence because, H2K is a team that has been winning a lot. And then recently we've been losing, so that hits your confidence as a player. And then you start being, start being doubtful about your play and about your calls. So I'm pretty sure at least everyone from us, at least some sort of a confidence issue or he's less confident, in his ability, but it's nothing big. We can overcome that, and if we do, then it's going to be really good.
So right now we still have 2 weeks left, and you guys, even though this week didn't go well, you're still relatively high. You were in the playoffs if you grab some points. What do you think is going to happen? Because a lot of teams are really, really close to each other, right?
Oh yeah, it's Europe, So it's just everyone can beat everyone. But if we start improving more than we are now, every team is improving. It's about how much the team improves to compare to the other teams. So we have to pick up the slack. We have to start improving super hard. We have to start playing meta champions and stuff like that. And then if we start improving right now, then we still have a lot of time to pick up the slack because we're right now honestly behind other teams. And if we just somehow pick it up, then if you go playoffs, it doesn't matter because you can still practice another 2 weeks for playoffs, and then you can beat the teams that you were losing to.
Tell me a little bit about the matches, upcoming matches, the teams you're facing, who you feel confident against, and yeah.
I don't know who we faced him next week, so yeah, I don't know yet because like I've been focusing so much on game G2 and Fnatic because that was like the toughest week, so I didn't really pay any attention to at all to what's coming next. You know, that's usually how I roll. Like I just like week by week, you know, look at the after like playing 1 week, look at the standings, look what we have to play, and then prepare.
Okay, and another question that's been bothering a lot of your fans. Everyone has heard about your wrist issues. So what's the status on that? I mean, are you practicing to the same amount of time, or it's been keeping you a little bit behind?
So I've always been a player that, you know, like when I played in LCS, I always like had like 10 games of solo queue every day, right? I just played all day without breaks and stuff. And now with like, it's not really wrist issues, it's like a finger issues when the muscles are sore, like, I don't know, I have inflammation of some, so like no one knows what it is, you know, like no one knows what it is, but I already took an MRI, so hopefully they will tell me what's up. But yeah, I have been noticing when I like some days I still can play a lot, but some days it just randomly comes to pain and I have to like start playing less, and that, you know, again hits your confidence. If you play like 6 games, 5 games of solo queue instead of 10 games when you're used to playing so much, then you obviously start playing less champions, you have less diverse champion pool, and you're less confident. But it's still nothing big, you know, it's still fine.
One thing I know, I've met your brother is here. Did he came to give some moral support, maybe refresh your confidence?
No, he always comes and then he always blames me how bad I am. It's just like, like if you have a twin brother, you would understand, because it's like, they will, like twin brothers, so they will always poke you, you know, like they will always like, hey, you're bad and stuff like that, and that sort of gives you like motivation to prove them wrong, you know, and that's sort of like, I get to see him because I didn't see him for like a entire split, and then he just like tries to improve me, he tries to help me, tells me what I do wrong and stuff, what I should improve, and then I can focus on that.
Is he any good in League?
He used to be Diamond 1, and then he's like started going university and stopped playing, but now he's like Diamond 5, so he's not that good, but yeah, he's not bad either. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully it goes better for your team, that you manage to get into playoffs and get your stuff together, make it work. Thank you guys for watching. You can check out more esports interviews on theScore Esports website or download our mobile app.